Hello Aries, welcome back to the channel. I need to share something with you that came through in today's reading, and honestly, I wasn't prepared for how clear the message was going to be. So get comfortable, maybe grab your coffee or tea, because what I'm about to tell you is going to make everything click into place. If you've been feeling like someone who wronged you just walked away without any consequences, like they're out there living their best life while you're still processing what happened, I want you to stay with me here, because something significant is unfolding right now. The energy I'm picking up shows that cosmic justice is at work, and it's not the slow burn kind that takes forever to show up. We're looking at swift, unmistakable consequences heading towards someone who hurt you. So the first card that came out for this reading is the Knight of Swords, and when I saw this card, I actually paused, because this energy is intense. The Knight of Swords represents rapid action, truth cutting through deception, and things happening at lightning speed. What this tells me about your situation is that there's someone in your world, could be an ex-partner, a former friend, maybe a coworker, or even family member. And this person either said things about you or did something that genuinely hurt you. They might have betrayed your trust, spread stories that weren't true, or just treated you in a way that felt cruel and unexpected. The interesting thing about the Knight of Swords appearing right now is what it's revealing about the consequences coming their way. Whatever this person did, whatever words they spoke, it's about to circle back to them in a way that won't be hidden or subtle. You know how sometimes karma works quietly behind closed doors and you never really know if anything came of it? This is completely different. The Knight of Swords brings visible, public shifts where other people are going to witness this person's true nature coming to light. I keep seeing this picture of someone who's been playing a role, acting like they're the wounded party or the good person in your story, and suddenly the mask is going to slip in front of an audience. What feels really important to understand here is that you won't need to do anything at all. You won't need to defend your name. You won't need to tell your side of the story. You won't need to post anything cryptic online hoping they see it. The Knight of Swords is handling this for you. This is the universe stepping in because it's been watching everything, taking note of every detail, and now it's time for the truth to come forward. The timeline I'm sensing feels quick, like within the next several days to maybe 2 weeks maximum. This person is going to face something that really humbles them. For you personally, the Knight of Swords brings another layer of meaning. You've probably been in this mental space questioning whether you misread things, whether you overreacted, whether maybe you could have handled it all differently. I need you to let that go right now. This card confirms that your instincts were absolutely correct. Your gut was trying to tell you something was off, and you were reading the situation accurately. The second card that showed up is the Nine of Swords, and I know this card can look concerning at first glance, but listen to the context here, because this isn't about your experience, this is about theirs. The Nine of Swords represents anxiety, sleepless nights, mental anguish, and the weight of guilt that won't let you rest. What I'm picking up is that the person who hurt you is entering or already deep into a phase of serious psychological consequences. You know how they seemed so confident before, so unbothered by everything, so sure they were right? That's crumbling on the inside right now. What the Nine of Swords is showing me about their current reality is pretty specific. This person is starting to have moments where they can't outrun their own thoughts anymore. Maybe they're lying awake at night and the replay of what they did keeps cycling through their mind. Maybe they're trying to enjoy themselves in social settings, but there's this nagging discomfort they can't shake. The Nine of Swords is that relentless inner voice at 3 a.m. that won't go quiet, the one that keeps bringing up every mistake and every moment you wish you could take back. What strikes me as particularly powerful about this card appearing in your reading is that it reveals a very personal, internal reckoning happening for this person. This isn't just about external consequences that others can see. This is about them having to sit alone with themselves and face who they actually are. For someone who's been avoiding accountability, for someone who's been blaming everyone around them for everything, This kind of forced self-reflection feels unbearable. For you, this card brings a particular kind of closure. You might never receive an apology from this person. They might never acknowledge what they did out loud. But you're going to get something more meaningful. You're going to have the deep knowing that they cannot escape the weight of their choices. The universe is ensuring they feel the full impact of the pain they caused. And honestly, that's more powerful than any words they could offer you. Now, the third card is the Emperor, and this is where the reading takes a powerful turn, because the Emperor is actually your card, Aries. This is your ruling archetype in the tarot, and seeing it appear here tells me you're moving through a massive shift in personal power right now. The Emperor represents authority, structure, self-mastery, and leadership. While this other person is unraveling and facing their karma, you are rising up. You are building something solid. You are claiming your rightful place. What really stands out to me about the Emperor showing up for you in this moment is that it signals you're finished with making yourself smaller. You're done questioning your worth. You're done letting other people's judgments shape how you see yourself. The Emperor carries sovereign energy, the energy of someone who understands their value completely, who sets clear boundaries without apologizing, who makes choices based on what serves them and doesn't seek permission or validation. I'm seeing the Emperor indicate some significant forward movement in your life. This might show up in your career where you step into a leadership position or finally start that thing you've been planning on your own terms. This could be in your personal relationships, where you establish new standards for how people need to show up if they want access to you. Whatever area of your life is calling for structure and decisive action, the Emperor is giving you the energy and clarity to create exactly that. What I find beautiful about the Emperor appearing while the other person experiences their Nine of Swords spiral is that it shows a complete reversal of the power dynamic. They thought they had power over you by causing you pain. They thought they won by walking away or by making you look like the problem to others. But the Emperor reveals they actually gave you the greatest gift possible, which is the catalyst you needed to step fully into who you're meant to become. You're not bitter about what happened. You're better because of how you chose to respond. The fourth card coming through is the Page of Pentacles, and this brings such a refreshing shift in energy because the Page of Pentacles speaks to new beginnings, practical opportunities, and planting seeds that will grow into long-term success. What this tells me is that, while all this karmic justice unfolds in the background, you're being presented with some tangible new opportunities in the physical world. This could manifest as a job offer, a new client or customer, a chance to learn something that will prove valuable for your future, or even a fresh approach to managing your finances that creates more stability. The Page of Pentacles carries this wonderful student energy, showing someone willing to learn, willing to start at the beginning, willing to put in consistent effort even when the results aren't immediately visible. I'm picking up that you're in or about to enter a phase where you're investing in yourself in new ways. Maybe you're taking a course to develop a skill. Maybe you're setting aside money for something important to you. Maybe you're starting a side project that has potential to grow into something much bigger. What strikes me as particularly interesting about the Page of Pentacles appearing in a reading focused on karma and justice is that it shows you're not sitting around waiting to feel vindicated. You're actively creating what comes next. You're not consumed by what happened to you. You're consumed by what you're building for yourself. This is precisely the energy that magnetizes more blessings into your life. The fifth card is the Nine of Cups, and I need you to really take in how meaningful it is that this card appears in your reading, because the Nine of Cups is known as the wish fulfillment card. This represents getting what you truly want, emotional satisfaction, dreams manifesting into reality. After everything you've been through, after the hurt and the betrayal and the confusion, the Nine of Cups is telling me you're about to move into a period of genuine happiness and deep contentment. What I appreciate about the Nine of Cups is that it's not only about external achievements, It's fundamentally about internal fulfillment. Yes, you might manifest things in the material world that bring you joy, but more importantly, you're going to reach a place emotionally where you feel genuinely good about your life as it is. You're going to wake up feeling grateful for another day. You're going to look at what you've created and feel proud of yourself. The Nine of Cups is also showing me that you're going to receive closure around the situation with the person who hurt you, and it's going to feel satisfying in a way you might not expect. You're going to reach a point where you genuinely don't care what they're doing anymore, where you're not checking their social media, where you're not wondering if they ever think about you. You're going to be so fulfilled by your own life that they become completely irrelevant to your happiness. The sixth and final card is the Knight of Pentacles, and this is such a grounding, stabilizing energy to close out the reading, because the Knight of Pentacles is all about steady progress, reliability, and unwavering commitment to your goals. While the Knight of Swords at the start of this reading spoke about swift action and immediate justice, the Knight of Pentacles represents the long game. This is the part of your journey where you're not just experiencing a temporary high or a moment of victory. You're building a foundation that's going to support you for years to come. What I'm seeing with the Knight of Pentacles is that you're developing a level of discipline and consistency that maybe you haven't embodied before. You're showing up for yourself every single day. You're doing the unglamorous work that nobody witnesses. You're making small improvements that are going to compound over time into something truly impressive. The Knight of Pentacles doesn't get distracted by shiny objects or new trends, doesn't quit when the work gets tedious, doesn't need constant praise or validation to keep moving forward. In terms of how this connects to the karmic justice theme running through this reading, the Knight of Pentacles shows me that your ultimate form of moving past what happened is going to be the success you build. Not just success measured in money or status, but success measured in peace, stability, and genuine fulfillment. While the person who hurt you deals with their chaos and their consequences, you're over here constructing something real and lasting. You're creating a life that feels good from the inside out, not just one that looks good on the surface. So, let me bring all of this together for you, because we've covered significant ground today. The person who hurt you is facing swift and undeniable karma right now. The Knight of Swords is cutting through their pretenses and exposing truth. The Nine of Swords is giving them restless nights and forcing them to confront what they did. Meanwhile, you're stepping into your Emperor energy, claiming your power and your authority. You're planting new seeds with the Page of Pentacles and staying open to opportunities. You're manifesting genuine happiness with the Nine of Cups and allowing yourself to feel fulfilled without guilt. And you're building something sustainable with the Knight of Pentacles that's going to support you for the long haul. The universe is supporting you in such a profound way right now. You don't need to force anything. You don't need to fight for justice. You don't need to defend yourself to anyone. Everything is being taken care of on your behalf, and all you need to do is focus on your own growth and your own path forward. The best thing you can possibly do right now is release whatever remaining attachment you have to this person or this situation and channel all that energy into yourself and your future. I would love to hear from you in the comments if this reading resonated with your situation. Are you an Aries who's been waiting for karma to catch up with someone? Have you noticed any shifts in your energy or circumstances lately? What are you building for yourself right now? Share with me, because I genuinely love hearing your stories and seeing how these messages land for different people. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for trusting me with your time and energy. And thank you for being part of this journey. If this reading helped you in any way, please give it a like. And consider subscribing if you haven't already, because I create readings like this regularly, and I would love to have you as part of this community. Until next time, Aries, keep shining, keep building, and trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. The universe has your back, and so do I, sending you all my love and light.